Hello, welcome to gate 49. We are still in Aquarius season, and today we are dealing with principles. This in the traditional I Ching, this was called the gate or the hexagram of revolution. Its biology is in the kidneys and the pancreas, so this is some like quick energy, And this one's a bit of a doozy, as all shadow work is. Anytime you're facing a shadow for the very first time, it can be quite a challenge and quite confronting and provoking to us. So this one is no tall order. This is about aligning our principles, our values, and rooting our decisions in those. So are we making the decisions aligned with our value system? It's sort of a black and white energy once you make the intention to live this way. And it's got the ability to consciously cultivate the right emotional frequency to maintain and sustain intimacy. So let's explore this topic a little bit better. Just start tapping on the side of the hand. Have some water nearby, as always. Anytime we're doing energy work, we want to hydrate. We want to be moving this stuck energy around, right? Here we go. Big deep breath in and let it go. Even though my emotional response causes me to overreact or shut down, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Sometimes I hold on too long because I fear the emotional energy associated with change. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes I hold on too long because I fear the emotional energy associated with change. And sometimes I quit too soon out of fear of emotional intimacy that would be required of me to stay. Again, sometimes I quit too soon out of fear of emotional intimacy, of what would be required of me if I stayed. No matter the situation, even though I can be both overly emotional or shut down in any given situation, stay too long, leave too early, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And maybe anyone else who taught me not to listen to my own internal rhythm or trust it. Okay. If you've got water, go ahead and take a sip. We've loaded some of that information into the circuit. We will tap through each point while repeating each phrase after me. Sometimes I really overreact. Sometimes I really overreact. And sometimes I shut down and become paralyzed. And sometimes I shut down and become paralyzed. I know I'm unbalanced when I hold on to something too long that I know isn't good for me. Or I quit too soon as a way to avoid intimacy. I compromise my values. And I find myself upholding ideas that no longer serve me. Sometimes I create drama. And I fight for outdated ideas that no longer serve the world. My lessons are many. Why do I stay in situations that aren't worthy of me? Why would I compromise my value in situations, in relationships, and in various agreements that I've made in my life? I held on longer than was healthy. And I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. It's also really important for me to know when not to quit prematurely. Sort of failing to start the revolution in my life. I can start to ground myself into these frequencies when I let myself dream. Daydreaming is a tool to contemplate new ideas. Let new possibilities flow into my life. So that optimally, I have the ability to sense when it's time to stay or go. I have the ability to inspire others, to make expansive changes that embrace higher principles and find a deeper alignment with peace. I am willing to align with a higher value. I affirm that I'm a cosmic revolutionary. I am aligned with higher principles. I support evolution and humanity. I stand for peace, equity, and sustainability. I align with these principles and I stand my ground. I do the work necessary. I share my values with others. I value myself and my work enough to align with relationships that support my vital role. And so it is. Okay, this was a good one, and we can see how they progress one right into the next, right? Like we just came from storytelling. What stories are we telling? Now, are we aligning with our values system? What are our values? What do we value? So I encourage you, if you have never thought about that before, take some time to maybe even just start like a keyword list at first of what are your values? What are you living for? And then are you living with integrity with those values? This is not something that came easy to me. In fact, I really have made the commitment this year. I think it's the number one thing that kept me in feeling like a fraud as far as even coming on here and talking in some public space, because I had these things that I was doing that I knew weren't aligning with the places that I wanted to talk about or go. And so I am now doing my best to align, and it's sort of a black and white thing. It's like, is this going to get me where I want to go? And if it's not, why am I doing it? It's not an easy order when we've been defaulting for a long time. So I encourage you, as always, be so extra gentle on ourselves, because shame and guilt ain't gonna help anybody, and especially yourself. So lots of